Hey guys, it's Melissa here with Communicate with Angels, and I wanted to hop on live here today to share with you about this topic of how to discover what you've come to do this lifetime. What could be more important than that, right? Being on your purpose, fulfilling the plan and the purpose that you chose for yourself for this lifetime is one of the most satisfying and fulfilling things that you can do. So I want to share with you some tips on this today. If this message resonates with you, I hope that you will join me for my last live online class, which is tomorrow. I did two last week. They were so fun. I loved connecting with everybody that was there live and seeing the chat explode and just everybody supporting each other and having those aha moments and clarity. So if you're here live today on YouTube, please say hi. Let me know that you're here and what you're interested in. What questions can I answer for you today? So we hear this cliche out there, right? If you follow your passion, the money will follow. And it really oversimplifies the process. People try to do this and they get frustrated when things aren't happening as quickly or easily as they would like or that they expected it to. So I want to share with you why you might be having this experience of feeling stuck or not knowing what you want or just not feeling that joy and fulfillment in your life that you would like. And it's because you need to find your niche in life. If you have been feeling like a square peg in a round hole, you're trying to make things fit, but it just doesn't, or you have had feelings of dissatisfied about something, yearning, wanting more, questioning, feeling stuck, those are symptoms that you need to course correct and get back into your niche in life. Somehow you've gotten off track. You can come back, and there are some steps to that you've probably been skipping. And it's because nobody taught you this. So you really can't blame yourself. And our society is overly intellectual and masculine and driven and about doing, right? We focus on the outer, the material world. And that's important, but you need to bring it back into balance by integrating the feminine energy, the intuition, the feelings, and the being. And that's whether you're male or female in body, it doesn't matter. All of us are overly masculine, right? Because that's the way that we've been raised. And it's the way our society has been for thousands of years now. So this is a process of coming back to balance. So you're kind of going against the grain of most people out there if you live your life this way. But I can tell you that that little extra effort and commitment to this will be so, so worth it, because the reward is the joy and fulfillment that happens when you're in your niche. So no longer feeling like a square peg in a round hole. You fit. You're a square peg in a square hole. Boom, everything flows. Okay? So what you want to learn, first of all, is the niche formula. Okay, the niche formula is profession plus avocation equals niche. Okay, what on earth does that mean? All right, so let's break this down. Now, when I say profession, it's not really the definition of profession that you're going to see in the dictionary. Okay, so in this definition, in the spiritual definition of it, profession is your spiritual side. It is your innate gifts, talents, strengths, your unique vibration of energy that you're here to express. And you do this naturally, but through our concepts, our limiting beliefs, our shoulds, our following the rules of society, we can get off track, and many people have. Okay, so if you're feeling any of those stuck feelings, this is just a little clue that you need to course correct. And this is how you can do it. So, for example, one of my strengths that I've really identified through feedback and self-discovery is the gift of empathy. So I'm really good at tuning into another person and guiding them and seeing how they feel without getting emotionally involved. so that I can be a really good mentor and coach to people. So the more time that I spend doing that, the more fulfilled and happy I will be, because this is really the ultimate of my unique spiritual vibration. Hey, Christina, you're welcome. Glad you're here. Let me know if you guys have any questions. So you can actually learn your spiritual vibration or your spiritual thrust with a consultation that is part of my Life Purpose Mastery program that I'm offering at the moment. And so you'll actually learn what your unique statement is of your vibration of energy. And it can feel intangible. It can feel like, well, what does it mean? And so we're going to spend actually 60 minutes together helping you to actually understand the statement. Because for many people, I tell them their thrust and they're like, okay, they don't know what to do with it. So I love this consultation. It's actually a newer one, considering that the Way Show is college materials have been around since the 1970s. This consultation was created in 2016. So it's a newer one by those standards. And it actually gives you that full hour of really seeing how you can implement it into your life. So that's really fun. So Christina said, my guides popped you on my page. So I'm listening. Happy to be here. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Yeah. Okay. So once you know that spiritual vibration, then you move to the avocation part. So the avocation, what that means is all the things that you do in the world, your job, how you earn your living, your business, your career, the roles that you play, the opportunities that you take on. Maybe you're a kid's soccer coach, right? Maybe you're doing a volunteer opportunity. A role that you play for many of us is parent, right? You don't get paid for it, but it certainly is an important role that you play in life. So all of those things is like, okay, find the opportunities that are a really good match for your unique spiritual thrust and vibration. Because if the thing that you're doing is not a match for you and your uniqueness, then you're going to start to feel very miserable. And why do people stay in those opportunities? Out of fear and lack. Fear and lack, beliefs that, okay, I won't be able to pay the bills unless I do this, or it's not going to work out for me. I hate to say this, but I even had a conversation with my boyfriend on the weekend, and he said he really has a desire to learn to be a baseball umpire. But immediately he's telling me all the reasons why. Well, only a few people make it. It's probably not going to work out for me. I'd have to travel away. I wouldn't see you very often. All the limitations start coming out. Well, if you keep believing those limitations, then guess what? You're going to get limitations. Okay, so shifting the beliefs is a really huge part of it. And knowing your spiritual vibration and believing in that and trusting that you have a purpose and that you can be successful with what you love to do, that is just a really solid pivot point that you can move from. And if you're not there right now, that's okay. Be patient with yourself. But I want to tell you from my unique gifts today that it is possible for you, no matter how limited and dire your circumstances seem. For years, I did not believe that I could leave my marriage because I would not be financially okay. And as soon as I shifted that, and it seemed so real, it seemed like that was just the way it was. And when I changed a belief, everything changed materially for me. My business started expanding. I'm thriving, alone and single, etc. So anyway, if I can do it, you can do it too. Start really believing and trusting in that. And even if you don't do anything right away, what would it be like if I actually believed this? What if I committed to it instead of doubting? Amazing, eh? Okay, so with this niche formula, you want to find the opportunity that is a match for your spiritual thrust. And just keep tweaking and changing and making some slight shifts to the left or right until you really find that energy of your niche. You'll know when you're in your niche in life because energetically it supports you and it fuels you and it motivates you. Yeah, it is amazing, isn't it, Christina? It's like instead of feeling limited, like, oh, it's a struggle to go to work. oh, I've got to feed the kids again. Why do they always need to eat? I don't know. Is it just me that says that? But it's like, oh, it feels like a drag. When you start being in your niche, you don't feel that kind of drag energy. You might sometimes, right? Nobody's perfect, but there's going to be this natural energy that starts flowing. And that really is pure, just a spiritual magic thing that I truly have experienced and know that is possible for you too. And again, don't be unrealistic with it. It's not like you're going to be blissful all the time, 24 hours a day. However, for the most part, you're going to have more ups and you're going to feel naturally inspired and motivated and learning and growing and expanding. And there's an energy that's building you when you live your niche instead of pulling you down and feeling limited. So if you want more, if you want to really learn how to do this, there's 2 opportunities for you that I have today. One is a free class. So I encourage all of you to join that, right? Even if you can't show up at live, it's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. But even if you can't show up live, just sign up anyway because you'll get the recording the next day. And it's called The Essential Steps to Finding and Living Your Unique Life Purpose with Joy and Abundance. And it's the essential steps that nobody taught you that are really, really important with this, right? We think it's very just like one foot in front of the other. Like, okay, I've got to find the job that works. No, there's so much more to it than that, okay? So you're going to learn what those steps are tomorrow. So the sign-up page for that is communicatewithangels.com/life purpose webinar. And then if you're ready to invest in a program that will give you the tools and make it personal for you, you'll learn your unique spiritual thrust. You'll see how you can personally, put this into practice. I invite you to my Life Purpose Mastery program. It's actually the last time that I'm going to be offering this particular course. So don't miss out on the opportunity. Enrollment closes this Thursday, so just a few days from now. You can read all about it on that page. If you have questions about it, you can post them here or email me at support@communicatewithangels.com. Okay, so the link to that is above. It's communicatewithangels.com/LPM. That's a lot of links. The name again, please. So do you mean the program? The program is called Life Purpose Mastery. And you'll find that on my website, communicatewithangels.com/LPM. Okay, so while I'm here live, does anybody have any questions for me today? I'm happy to answer them. If not, that's okay. I'm going to go about my day and hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. If you're watching the replay, feel free to put your questions and comments and I'll come back and respond to them. All right, so I'll just wait a second to see if anybody has any questions. You're welcome, Christina. Thank you for being here and commenting and engaging. I really appreciate that. It's nice to know that there's people on the other end of these things sometimes. I feel like you're talking to yourself. So, all right. Well, I am just so honored to share with you and to be of service. Hope that this has inspired you, at least in a small way today. And I hope that all of you will join me tomorrow for that free class. It's so fun on Zoom. We get to interact with each other. We get to, share and learn from each other. So hope to see you there. All right. You're welcome, Christina. You have a great day as well. Much love, everybody. Bye.